a thick book. That would come in handy, but don't worry if you haven't, we can still work without it. And we're going to come today straight into a pose. So we'll use the pose to settle into the breath and come into the body. And the pose is going to be quarter dog. So making sure that your knees are underneath your hips. If you want to cushion them, please do. And taking your left forearm across the mat and walking your right fingers out. So we're looking to really open the upper body now, the upper back, excuse me. So we need to keep walking your fingers out in front of you as far as they'll go, without the hips moving forwards. And take a breath in, and then breathe out, draw the upper arm bone back into the shoulder, and drop your head either to the left arm or to either side of it. And come into the sensation along the left side, right side of the ribs. I like to draw my sitting bones back towards my heels slightly to enrich sensation. Try not to flare out your lower ribs, so a little bit of core engagement. And now I'll be quiet so you can come to your breath, come to the body. Really feel into where this pose is happening for you, where you're sensing it. And come to noticing the quality of your breath. Maybe you feel a little bit of dipping in between your shoulder blades. Take one more full breath in and a long breath out. And ever so slowly creep yourself back to sitting on your heels to simply feel into the difference between the two sides of the body. I really love quarter dog. I can really feel an opening down the right side of the ribs, around the shoulder. And then coming to take this to the other side. Right forearm across the mat. Begin to walk your left fingertips out, 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 almost dislocating that arm bone. Inhale. And then draw it back into the shoulder socket. Drop your head. So the elbow doesn't come down, the arm is straight. And you draw your sitting bones back a little if you can towards the heels, and then drop into the breath. Really absorbed in sensation. Using this pose to really come into yourself, to steady the breath, to come to your own focus. Whatever kind of day you've had. Whatever's going on for you right now. Breathe and embody the feeling. One more full breath in and a long breath out. And then very slowly, very gently coming back. And taking a moment to simply feel the body here. Maybe hands on your chest if you want to. Feel the breath. And now it's time to come to lying on your back. We're doing a few quite technical things today to work into the upper body for a change. Have your brick handy, we won't use it straight away. Your knees bent. And I'd like you to lift your arms up so your fingertips are facing up towards the ceiling. And then can you, on an inhale, lift your arms and your shoulders a little bit away from the floor. And on the exhale, root the arm bones back down again into the sockets, down towards the floor. We're going to do this 4 more times. It's all about alignment. Breathe in, lift. This is what you do in preparation for handstand alignment. We're not going to do handstand, no panic, although you probably would like to, but I can't teach that online. But we are going to come into some arm strengthening and inversion today. Keep lifting and then drawing back in. Let's take 2 more. Very focused. 1 more. Lovely. Take a breath in here. And then release your hands down for a moment, maybe to your belly. And this is where we use the brick. Those of you who come regularly to the river and will have done this with me. Every now and again I do it. We're going to take the brick in the middle, lengthways, and press the sides of the brick or the book. I know it's difficult if you haven't got a yoga brick. If you haven't got anything, just come with that same intensity as if you're pushing your arms together. Push the forearms into each other. The arm bones are pressing down into the shoulders. And take a full breath in first. And on the breath out, as you push into your brick, take your arms behind your head. They might come to the floor, they might not. This is all about strength and alignment. And take 4 more. Breathe into the top. Breathe out. Really neutral spine, flattening your back a little into the floor. If you're really pressing on the brick, you'll feel the strengthening going on. Let's do 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. And then simply release the brick and lie with your arms flopped out for a moment, maybe feeling the tingling. And we're going to do that movement, that technique, but without the brick. So lifting your arms up. And we'll do it 4 times. Inhale and exhale. Slowly take your arms behind you, being very aware of the arm bones in the shoulder sockets. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Try not to grip in the jaw. 2 more. Flattening your lower back against the floor, your navel drawing into the spine. 1 more. Beautiful. And then release the arms, maybe bring your hands to your belly and take a couple of breaths here. Simply feeling the body. Feeling the breath. And we're going to come from here straight up into a half Navasana, half boat. So take a breath in, and on the breath out, can you bring yourself up? Drawing your knees in towards you. You've got that strength and that focus in the arms and the shoulders. Lower legs parallel to the floor. Can you take 3 more breaths here? Actively drawing the sideways back, the navel back. Maybe spreading your fingers and your toes. So strong, you'll feel it around your solar plexus. 1 more breath in, and then drop the feet and slowly roll all the way down. You can do the sound effects as well if you like. grab your brick. And this time we're taking it middle, taking it that width in between our thighs if you've got one. So it's not the thinnest, it's that middle width. And again, like you did with your arms, press, 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 press your thighs against the brick and see how that helps flatten the lower back and draws all the abdomen back towards the spine. Take your arms over your head. And take a few breaths here. It's strong. You need to really flatten your lower back. You don't want an arch there. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, bring your arms, leave your arms where they are, and lower your legs a little. Keep flattening the back. You don't need to come all the way down. Hold. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out here. I'm going to do that 2 more times. Breathe in, really reach out through your arms, flat back. Breathe out, strong, 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 strong. Flatten the back, because otherwise you're going to hurt your lower back. Really use that burning, feel it in the abdomen, sideways. Breathe in, come up. Take a breath in and out, and we'll do 1 more. It's strong, isn't it? Find your own way. Keep drawing everything back towards the floor. Hold, 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 hold. Grip, 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 grip. And then bend your knees as you bring your knees in towards you. Remove the brick. Drop your feet to the floor. Wonderful. And bring your knees in towards you for a little bit of a soothing of the lower back. That's intense. For me, it was intense. Take a few circles. Take a few circles in the other way. It's quite a technical, intense class. Every class is different, it feels. At least every week is different. And then take your fingers into your knee creases and have a little bit of a roll from head to tail. It's really massaging out your back. Until you come all the way over into an all fours position. Wonderful. And come straight into your downward dog. Having done all of that core strengthening and working with the arms, see how this downward dog feels now. Absolutely fine to walk it out, but what I'd like you to do is press into the base of your thumbs and forefingers. And this might make you feel that the upper arm and shoulders rolling out a little bit. We're looking to roll the tricep under, finding space and a spreading of the shoulder blades on the back. See if you can feel that. Don't worry if you can't. 3 more breaths. Find length now in the spine and the side body. On the next breath in, ripple forwards to plank. Choose your way down to the mat. You can drop your knees or come down straight as a stick. But this time as you come down, bring your arms down by your sides, spread your fingers, and inhale, lift your chest, your arms and your legs. Spread your toes and breathe out, come down. Breathe in, lift again. And breathe out, stay here. Take another breath in, activate the whole of the back of the body. And breathe out, come down. And breathe in, come up. And take 3 breaths. Fully alive and work, work, work. Work, work, work. The back body. 1 more breath in. And then release, come down, hands by the ribs. And take a breath in and out here. And in your own time, push yourself back to a downward dog. And float your right leg up behind you. Float it up high. from the navel, push up through that heel and sweep your foot in between your hands. Keep the left heel up, and we're going to come straight into high lunge. You can always drop the knee if you need to with the left. And you can breathe in and straighten a little, and breathe and dip the back knee. And breathe in, straighten, and breathe out, dip the back knee. And breathe in, straighten, and dip the back knee. And then breathe in, straighten the back leg. Breathe out here. Take another breath in, and then open your way out into Warrior Two. Wonderful. Feel the body here. Slide the shoulder blades down the spine. Inhale, face the long end of your mat. And exhale, bring the left arm over the right, Garudasana arms. And I'd like you to explore, keep the legs where they are as you sweep around a little bit with the upper body. Circling in one direction with the elbows. Circling the opposite direction with those elbows. Maybe reaching back a little bit. And breathe here. One more breath in. And then open into your Warrior Two again. Arms extended. Wonderful. Take a breath in here. And then windmill your hands back down. Find your downward dog. Take a breath in and out here. Ripple forwards to your plank. Choosing your way down to the mat. This time we'll take a cobra. So peel the chest up as you roll the shoulders back. And we'll take 3 breaths in our cobra. Keep the feet, the pubic bone pressing down. And follow the front of the body up. One more breath in. Breathe out, come down. Come back to your downward dog. And float your left leg up behind you and really reach from the navel and then out through the heel. Inhale. Sweep the foot in between your hands. Keep the right heel up. And come into your high crescent lunge. And as you inhale, push out through that back heel to straighten the leg. And then dip the knee, exhale. Keep doing this a few times. Obviously finding your balance. And then really straightening out through that leg. Take a couple of breaths, strong crescent lunge. One more inhale and then open it out into your Warrior Two. Slide the shoulders down. Take a breath in and then breathe out. Left arm over the right. And in much the same way as you did before, find that movement that you enjoy that really works into the upper body as you keep strong and resolute in the lower body. You can snake around, you can circle, figure of 8, whatever works for you, until eventually come into a little bit of a back bend. Breathe here. Lifting the elbows to the ceiling. One more breath in. And then release your arms, Warrior Two. Feel the body. Take a breath in here. And then windmill your arms down. Find your downward dog. Take 3 breaths, finding the length now in the side body and the spine. Widening your hips. Pushing the mat apart with your hands and your feet. And inhale, come forwards to plank. Choose your way down to the mat. And we're going to come into an upward dog. So begin to peel the chest up, but now you push into your hands. You can lift your hips off the floor. You can even lift your bottom a bit, press the toes into the floor and then drop the hips. You can even sway a little bit. And then from the pubic bone, follow the front of the spine up and breathe. Keep dropping the hips. Feeling that lovely opening in the front of the body, shoulders back. One more inhale. And then exhale, drop your knees. And come back to rest in pose of the child. Bring your hands underneath your forehead. Sit back towards your heels and take a few very deep breaths as you soften into this, coming back to yourself. Noticing the quality of your breath. Slow it down. And from here, we're going to move into a pose called striking cobra. You can move your elbows and your hands a little bit out in front of you here. Still sitting back in your child's pose. The alignment will become obvious after the first time. You're going to breathe in and rock forwards and breathe out, come into your cobra from that child's pose. Take a breath in and then push yourself back to child. You can slide your hands with you, know what's coming. You begin to come to all fours, then you dip the chest, striking cobra, come up into your chest. And back to child. Let's do one more. We're looking for strength in the arms. Lift into all fours, begin to dip the chest, slide forwards, push yourself up. Actually, we're going to do one more. Come back to child. I know it's strong for the arms. Lift, dip the chest down, slide into your cobra. And push yourself back. And this time, take your arms around the body towards your feet so that your shoulders can completely flop forwards, and take a few breaths as you completely let go. Soften the forehead. Breathe. Let go in the jaw and the eyes. And we're going to have another go at the striking cobra, but in a slightly different way. So if you'd like to take your arms out in front of you and take your thumbs and forefingers into the creases of your elbows, and then hold your hands, grip your hands so you can really press into the arms. You might want to watch me first. And then you're going to just rock forwards and push back. So it's not really a cobra, this. Just rocking forwards, maybe dipping the forehead to the mat and then pushing back. Can you do 4 more? The important bit is pressing the hands and the forearms into the mat. Lovely and strong. And then again, resting the arms around the body, allowing everything to let go. Softening the back of the heart space. From here, sliding your hands forwards and come back to a downward dog. Breathe. And ripple forwards to plank. Choose your way down to the mat. Exhale And now choose if you want to take a cobra or an upward dog, and we'll take 3 breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, find your downward dog. Beautiful. And lift your left leg up behind you. We'll start with the left. Lift up, inhale. Exhale, step forwards and bring the right heel down. And come straight up, hands to your hips for warrior one. And we'll start off with a normal warrior one, lifting the arms up. So hopefully you're feeling quite strong back, core long in the side body, lovely and strong around the shoulders. Breathe here. Can you feel your own resoluteness, your strength, your own being here? Your determination. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, interlace your hands behind your back. Roll the shoulders up and back, slide the hands away. We're going to come into humble warrior. Inhale and exhale, pull forwards, bringing your hands and your arms with you. And take 3 breaths here. Great for the upper body. Real squeeze of the shoulder blades. One more breath in. And then breathe out. Bring yourself to plank. Drop your hands, bring yourself to plank. Take a breath in your plank. Choose your way down to the mat. Find your back bend. Inhale. Exhale here. Take another inhale and then downward dog. Wonderful. And float the right leg up behind you. Float it up high. Inhale. Stepping forwards, bring the left heel down. First of all, come hands to your hips. And then slide your arms up past your ears, warrior one. Feel the whole body in this pose, completely integrated. From the soles of your feet, all the way up to your fingertips. Inhale, exhale, take your hands behind your back. Roll the shoulders, slide the hands away. Take an inhale. And on the exhale, pull forwards. Squeeze of the shoulder blades, 2 more breaths. One more breath. And then release and find your plank. Take a breath in your plank. Choose your way down to the mat. Listen to your body. Breathe into cobra or an upward dog. And I'm listening to my body, so I'm coming back to a child's pose right now. But you might like to breathe it out in a downward dog. We'll take 5 breaths. Feeling the body and softening with every exhalation. And when you're ready, if you're in a downward dog, dropping your knees. If you're in child, coming to sit with your hands on your thighs. Take a moment to feel. We've been strengthening, we've been opening. You should feel quite enlivened around the upper body, I would hope. Maybe bring your hands to your heart and just come to your breath for a moment. Notice what's going on for you right now. When we do strengthening work, there's a lot about stamina, a lot about determination. I wonder how that pans out in each of our lives in different ways. Can we be soft with our stamina and soft in the heart of our determination? Okay. So we're moving towards a pose called Dolphin, which is absolutely fantastic preparation for handstand and headstand. If anyone towards the end of this class has that in their practice, then of course go ahead and do it. But I will only go as far as Dolphin. I'd like you to just come down onto your forearms again, and we've already done this once today. When you take your fingers and thumbs inside the elbows, and this is an alignment thing. This is so we have that alignment of the arm bones and the arm sockets, and that's our axis of strength. Press the elbows into the mat and then interlace your hands. So you have this strength here, forearms, hands pressing down. Curl your toes under and lift your bottom up into the S. It's like a downward dog. Your heels can be off the mat, they can be close to the mat. But what I'd like is for your head to be completely free, so you can roll it around, shake it, ears away from the shoulders, but you're pressing your hands and forearms into the mat. In fact, what I'd like you to do a little bit is take your feet further behind. So we're going to do one more practice before we come to the full pose. And it's a little bit like that strike that we did before. So inhale, can you rock forwards, take your head beyond your hands, and exhale, pull back, softening between the shoulder blades. Can you do 4 more like this? You've got your core strength, you're pushing into the upper body. Remember the brick. Imagine you're squeezing your arms on the brick. That feels like a long time ago, doesn't it? 2 more. So good to strengthen the upper body. 1 more. Take a breath in. Drop your knees. Wrap your arms around the body. There's nothing else to do except rest in between these bursts of effort. To reflect, to breathe, to soften. Breathe. And for a moment, if you'd like to come and sit on your heels and take your fingers to your shoulders. We'll have a little bit of a release here. We're going to have another go at the full pose, but for now, circling and breathing, feeling into all of the tissues and bones around the shoulders. Maybe taking those circles in the opposite direction. Wonderful. Hope you're feeling good. Okay, and then we come back to that alignment. We come back to our elbows and our thumbs and our forefingers. And this time we'll come into the fuller pose. So interlacing your hands. So you can really press the forearms and hands into them. Incidentally, I've got rings on, but generally it'd be better not to have rings on for this because it kind of hurts when you clasp strong. Remember the brick as if you're pulling the brick inwards towards you. Everything's moving inwards, inner arms. Curl the toes under. And this time as you come up, you're really lifting your sitting bones, separating them. But you're moving your feet now, walking your feet in towards your elbows. See if you can keep breathing, keep lengthening the side body, keep pressing, but your head and your neck are released. Breathe here. Long side body, tops of the thighs up and back. 1 more breath in, and then release down. Phew, forearms down. Take a couple of breaths here. That might be enough for you. I'm going to give you the option of doing it with one leg raised, and you'll notice that I'm no good at this at all, but I want to give those of you who want more of a challenge a go. Christine, maybe Gary, maybe Lorna, maybe Sue, maybe all of you. quite empowering, this kind of work. So we're going to come back, same way, that same alignment. Bring yourself into the pose, and if you want to, stay for 5 breaths, or if you want to, try lifting one leg at a time. You want to really press the left heel down as you lift the right leg up. Keep pushing the mat away with your arms. Keep lifting. Keep breathing. Change legs when you want to. Strong work. Breathe. One more breath in. And then come down. And either stay in your rabbit pose or come to a version of child of your choice. That is the hard work in terms of inversions finished for today. I'm sweating, I don't know about you. See if you can come and steady the breath. Steady the breath. And slowly, in your own way and in your own time, come to lying on your backs. Knees bent, soles of the feet on the floor. And take a moment to simply observe the sensation of the back body on the floor. And the floor coming back up to meet you as you breathe into your belly. Noticing how you feel. And we're just going to come to a few choices for some back bends. Less about strength and more about a full opening of the front body now. So drawing your heels as close in towards you as feels right, nice and parallel. And lifting yourself off the mat. Rolling your upper arms, your shoulders under. So we still have that upper body work as you interlace your hands. We've done this so much today. So you're pressing the hands and the forearms down. And from there, expand up. Take your chin away from the chest and breathe yourself open. You need to be strong in the legs here. Can you find joy in this pose? Can you find expansion? One more inhale. Release your hands, spread your shoulders. Exhale, come down bone by bone. And take your feet out to the side, knees together for a moment before we come to another back bend. Hands on your belly if that feels comforting and nice. Breathe here. Now you might have had enough. You might want to stay resting like this. You might want to take the back bend we did before. I fancy coming into full wheel. So I'm going, because I haven't for a while, let's see how it goes. As I bring myself into full wheel, I'll talk you into one too, just in case that's something that you also love to do. If I was in the river room, I'd have you with blocks or bolsters against a wall to give you more of a lift off. So for this wheel, really spread your shoulder blades out on the mat and bring your hands by your ears with your fingertips in towards your shoulders. And what's important in this pose is to keep the arms parallel. So we've done a lot of arm strengthening, which is great for full wheel. But we also want the legs parallel. So you don't want your elbows and your knees falling out to the side. Take a breath in. And on the breath out, simply push yourself to the top of your head. Take another breath in. And then use the breath out to push, push, push into the full pose. If you're in bridge, use the strength of your legs. If you're in the full wheel, try to keep your knees in, your elbows in. And take your chest through the arms to the wall or to the space behind you as you breathe open. One more breath in. And as you breathe out, come down. If you're in wheel, please look at the ceiling as you come down. And then come to rest a moment. Hands on your belly, knees together, feet out to the side. Take a moment to feel the body. I personally am not going to do another back bend, but if you have it in you, and you want to take a bridge or a full wheel, please go ahead. I'll wait for you here, breathing. If you're in full wheel, please remember to look at the ceiling as you come down. And then gradually lowering yourself down from wherever you are. Maybe you're all with me already. And taking your feet as wide as they'll go, knocking your knees in together. This is just really good, soothing for the lower back. Maybe take your arms out in a goddess arms. And simply breathe and feel here for a few breaths. We're going to come into such a gentle twist. I'd like you to begin to slide your right knee down the inside of your left thigh and notice how your left knee begins to rock out to the side, your right knee into the left heel. And you look to the right. Maybe take your left ankle over the right knee as you stay here for a few breaths. Then bring your head back to neutral, drop the left foot. We're going to come back the way we came, so this time start lifting the left knee first. Maybe your thighs cross as you gradually move out to the right. Your eyes to the left. Soft little twist. Maybe take the right ankle over the left knee and breathe. Feel the body. Can you let go? Can you soften? And bring your head back to neutral, release the right foot. I'm going to come over again to the left, so rock the left knee in, right knee in. Gradually both knees come to the left. Your eyes to the right. Only take the left ankle over the right knee if that feels good. And then come back the way you came. Head to the left, knees to the right for a few breaths in our final twist. And gently back the way you came. This time, slide your feet away, feel the whole body extended on the mat. And feel the support beneath you, coming up to meet you. As you feel through the back body. Feel all sensation through the back body, from the back of your head to your shoulders, the back of your ribs, your arms to the back of your hands, all the way down the spine to your sacrum, your buttocks, and the back of your thighs, calves to your heels. And as you continue to open yourself to sensation in the back body, can you notice the gentle swell of your breath, rise and fall like the swell of an open ocean? And allow your attention to pass all the way down the front of your body, from your forehead, down your cheekbones to your chin, down the front of your neck to your throat, your collarbones, to the front of your shoulders, and all the way down your arms to the palms of your hands. And from your collarbones down the front of your chest, all the way down your abdomen to the front of your pelvis, and the tops of your thighs, all the way down your forelegs to the tops of your feet, to the tips of your toes. Almost feel as if you're breathing through the front of your body. Alive with sensation. And feeling the front and the back body together now. And bringing your attention to the left side of your body, coming down the side of your head and face, neck, all the way down the side of the ribs to the side waist, the left hip, all the way down the left leg, the outside of that leg, until you come to your ankle and foot. Feeling all sensation in the left side of the body and almost breathing through the left side of the body. Bringing your attention to the right side of the body, to the side of your head and face, and shoulder and neck, ribs and side waist, the right hip all the way down the outside of the right leg, to the ankle and foot. Vibrant and alive with sensation. Breathing through the right side of the body. And feeling both left and right sides of the body together. Natural flow, the natural swell of the ocean in your breath. Bringing your attention to the soles of your feet. And to the crown of your head. And then coming to feel the whole body as one now. The back, the front, the left, the right, soles of your feet and the crown of your head. Your whole body alive with sensation and breathing with the room. As if your whole body were a lung. And the skin of your whole body, the membrane, outer membrane of your lung as you breathe in and out with the room. And you're absolutely welcome to stay here as long as you like. Relaxing, resting, breathing, alive to sensation. You might like to slowly begin to move into the body, maybe take a few deeper breaths. Maybe a little bit of a stretch until you're ready to roll over to one side. Maybe have a little bit of a hug if that feels good. And I'll meet you sitting, if you're with me, or you might still be lying down. Hands together in front of the heart space. Eyes closed. To take these final few moments of the practice to simply observe how it's left you. And take a full breath into the heart space. And as you breathe out, bowing your head, chin to your chest. Emptying the lungs completely. And then breathing in, lifting your head gently. And opening your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you very, very much. I hope that was good for you. And have a great evening. See you soon. Love to you all. I'm just going to turn off the Zoom now. Okay. Lots of love.